Each individual belongs to a generation that is known for a particular set of similar characteristics. Though not everyone has the same attributes, those living in those certain time period are often defined by a set of advantages and disadvantages. In our current age, we are known for being able to identify injustices and attempt to overcome them, whether they deal with inequality between individuals on account of race, sex, socioeconomic status, and other characteristics, or even a lack of diversity or tolerance regarding cultures. We generally acknowledge these issues and take initiative to solve them. Another distinguishing factor of our generation is its ability to see the opportunity lying with certain technological advancements and new innovations. Our current lives are driven by technology. Every day we use our phones, our computers, our cameras, and we heavily rely on them. However, as with any other age, there are flaws within ours. We tend to overlook the traditional means of communication as a result of the enormous amount of social media views. Thus, the proper communication between individuals, like the face-to-face communication, has been limited and often replaced by superficial means to create connections through communities online with people we don't truly know. Also, a rather unfortunate characteristic of our generation is our lack of curiosity to find out the why behind certain reasonings. We take many statements and pieces of information for granted, easily following what we believe to be the status quo without a question. More often than not, we are living in a never-ending routine, rarely stepping out and questioning the reasoning behind it. Two old books that I would recommend are Fahrenheit 451 and Dubliners. I would encourage our current age to read Fahrenheit 451 because it shows how there is a need to question practices at times and find out the why. In this story, the people were discouraged from reading and thinking creatively in order to keep the population complacent. Also, people like Mildred, the main character's wife, were so attached to their technology they never had meaningful conversations, nor did they think about anything that wasn't superficial or inconsequential. I would hope that the readers would see the similarities between what occurs in our day and what happens in the book so that we can relight the fires of curiosity, attempt to form meaningful relationships through pure communication. I would also recommend Dubliners because the main idea is that the characters were repeating the same routine and the tradition in the past and rarely questioned it. Even when they attempted to find an escape, they always failed, ending up back to where they started. Perhaps in reading this, members of our generation would be motivated to attempt to break the bonds of the repetitive life they live in and question the status quo instead of mindlessly following it. Every generation has its defining characteristics, its advantages, its disadvantages, its awe-inspiring moments, and its disappointments. My advice to our current age is to occasionally look up from our hypnotizing technology and actually make an effort to communicate face-to-face, and to stop taking things for granted and begin wondering the why behind them. Because when we begin to journey into the unknown and we have a group of wonderful people we can trust around us, real progress is made.